Well, I did not lie to you. I told you I'm going to make a video about the Drift update, and here it is. And I'm going to talk about the Drift, one of the best cars for drifting. And I kinda have in mind, I never tried like all of the cars because I'm not going to do that. I mean, I have kinda like 95% of the cars in this game, but no one will ever think to make a Regera drift. Like, who in the world will try? Like, yeah, I mean, it's a game, you can do anything, you can make like something that you cannot do in real life. But personally, I won't do that. Even if I have like, I don't know, the F1. I won't do that because it's not quite something you will see in the street. I mean, yeah, they can drift because when they finish like a race, a big race, they can do like burnouts, but not drift. Donuts, not drift. Okay. Anyways, as we are talking, I have right here the M5 G90, aka the cargo ship, and it's one of the best all-wheel drive cars to drift. Yeah, it's not the best, but it's kinda good, you know. I mean, yeah, I do have tires, the drift tires on, and it's pretty good to drift because you have the 700 horses and you can slide it. You can slide the 700 horses and the all-wheel drive power, and it's pretty good. Like, I'm holding W, just W. Now A, but you know, I crashed, but it's pretty good. Like, drifting on all-wheel drive is pretty good, even if you don't drive like an all-wheel drive. There are still two cars that I know in my mind that are good at drifting, and I will talk in just a bit. So yeah, the G90 will be in my tier list one of the best. Okay, in the second place on the top 3, my personal top 3, I will still make more cars and think of a remake of this, but later on, is the Dodge. So it's pretty good at drifting, as you have like, the Dodge Demon has like 900 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. And it's pretty good for drifting. Like, you do not lose control if you know how to not. It's pretty good for sliding it around. Like, look at this. It doesn't lose control that quick. It doesn't, to be honest. Look how quite good it is for drifting and doing 360s and going in the water, but not that. Anyways, yeah, I crashed the Demon. That will be my second best car for drifting in Jupiter, Florida. Okay, now in my top 3 we have the American 5.5 liters V8 with 600 horsepower or 700, I just know, it's in the middle, is the Z06, the Chevrolet Corvette Z06. And why am I saying this? Because the 700 makes just enough to drift. I mean, even 200 is good, but you cannot drift pretty good in this game. I mean, the Z06 is good, but you can lose control very quickly in this thing. So that's why this is kinda not good for beginners at drifting. And if you get going and you want to get into drifting in this game, I recommend you the Z06, as it's a difficult car to drift, but it's a fun car to drift, and you can flex on this because, I mean, it's not quite hard, but it's harder than the Demon and the G90, and you can lose very quickly and easily the the power of it and just crash, just like this. But if you manage to make it quite comfortable to you, it should be just fine. And yeah, this will be my top 3 best cars in Jupiter Florida to drift. I mean the G90 is the best at doing 360s and drifting, but if you want something normal, go with the Dodge. If you want something harder to drift, go with the Z06. I will make more normal drift cars, not like a Regera or like, you know, Koenigsegg or Hennessy or a Tuatara. I will not make that because it's not realistic, and I wanna keep it kind of realistic. I mean, there are some Chevrolet Corvettes for drift, so that's why. So yeah, I hope this helps you, and I recommend the best car to you is the G90. And yeah, have a good night or day, depends when you are watching. Bye bye.